Vybz Kartel is said by his attorney to be anxious about the outcome of the bid to have the Court of Appeal free him and his three co-accused Andre St. John, Kahira Jones, and Sean Storm Campbell. This what his lawyer said.
But certainly the defense is saying no retrial. The prosecution is saying there can be a retrial. There was a breach of the fair trial right, which was the central issue of this case, and whether or not the court can order retrial in the circumstances. Certainly for the defense, we would have presented affidavit evidence, which was a plethora of documents. As you can see, it went over into day 6, and even at the end of day 6, there were so many documents that the court was inundated with information that they now have to go through. I just wish to make clear that because of this, it is one of the reasons why the court now has to go through the information and have a written judgment, because this is a high public interest matter, and so the explanations coming from the court will be of great value. Certainly in terms of the progress of the case, the client is anxious. There's not much you can tell a man who wants to get out of jail as to why is it being delayed or anything like that. It is a continuing breach, and that, as I said, that's certainly where it is. And so I have no comforting words for my clients, save and to say that the court has now made it clear that they're mindful of Mr. Palmer's illness, they're mindful of the length, and that certainly they have given a time, as in the maximum time, that they will be able to write the judgment and be able to hand it down. That my response is always God on time. This case is finished. I from the defense bar, fresh justice is something that a concept that we ought to be looking at in terms of trying to ensure that persons who are put before the court for the very first time, that their matters don't fall into the position that the appellants are in this particular case. So in terms of pushback, the judge did make it clear that there will be some pushback for other cases to ensure that in light of Mr. Palmer's illness, that they get the judgment out at the fastest possible time. And the blame is now at the hands of the prosecution and the defense, because we inundated them with paperwork, which was my defense is it was necessary to do so.
Are you confident in what the ruling may be?
I'm always confident. I'm always confident. It's God on time. I only speak positive to the universe.
Vybz Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, along with St. John, Jones, and Campbell were charged with the murder of Clive Lizard Williams in 2011 and convicted in 2014. However, they had their convictions quashed by the Privy Council in March this year, and the matter sent back to the Court of Appeal for it to decide whether they should be retried. Stay tuned for more news. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Peace.